Hey guys, what's up? It's Witterfitness here again, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about a very sensitive topic involving our boy Larry Wheels. He's the strongest 25-year-old in the world. He has broken numerous records, and he's also a very popular YouTuber, and he's very popular across all social media platforms. He defied the odds. He's shredded and strong at the same time. No one has ever done that. He squatted over 900 pounds. He's a beast. So we're gonna talk about it. Let's go. Larry Wheels came out about his addiction recently, and no, this is not steroids addiction. This is porn addiction. I don't think he was ever addicted to steroids in the first place. Yes, so he came out about his addiction to porn and what it did to his life and his relationships and his friendships, and how it almost cost him his relationship with his girlfriend, right? So I'm gonna show you a video right now, but before that I want to say something to you, right? Pornography is very dangerous, and it becomes very addictive, and a lot of males and females are addicted to watching porn, and they try to mimic what they saw in these pornographic movies. So they try to mimic it and do a lot of things that they themselves wouldn't have even considered doing before watching pornography. So it messes with your mind. It messes with your thinking, and you're thinking of what sex actually is. And Larry Wheels spoke about it in his video, and he took it a step too far when he went and did something that you will hear about in this clip.
What's going on, guys? So for about the last 3 years, I have been battling an addiction that has been compromising my future and my relationships. So when you go on adult sites, you may see ads for campsites. Well, sometimes I'd spend an hour or two on an adult site trying to find the perfect video, and then one day I finally caved in and wanted to see what the fuss about these campsites were. Probably the worst decision I've ever made, because I got sucked in slowly but surely. Slowly over time, it started off with maybe one or two $10 purchases, tipping them out of $10 here and there. Innocent, nothing huge, nothing significant. But after about 3 to 6 months of experimenting and visiting these campsites, I realized myself going on it more and more frequently. And fast forward to the last, I want to say 8 months, every single month, I have been spending any and every last bit of extra money that I have come in monthly on campsites, on online paid porn, on models. And it has not only compromised my relationship, but my future. Luckily, I have a very understanding partner. You guys all know her as Nicole Drinkwater. And I finally had the courage to open up to her about it, because I had no savings, I had nothing for my future, nothing. And even at one point, I was getting into a negative balance. And I had to make excuses as to why I couldn't afford to go out to this nice dinner, or why we couldn't take this trip here, or why I couldn't do this or that. I had to make excuses because I wasn't ready to admit the truth. The truth is that I had been wasting all of my money on this campsite addiction. And I have always been someone who I felt was good with money, in the sense where I didn't spend my money on clothes, on anything materialistic, on cars, on anything that I didn't need. So when this came about, I don't see how it took me so long to realize how bad it got. And when I realized how bad it got, it was a case of every day saying, okay, this is the last time. And that had went on for months and months. Now, I came up with a system with Nicole after I opened up with her, where every single morning, she goes through all of my bank accounts. She knows where all my money comes in and where all of my money goes. Now, we built up that trust and it has been working. So for the last, I want to say 2 months we had the system in place, I haven't spent any money relating to anything that I was wasting all my money on. So I've made huge progress considering the last 2 years, all of my extra money has been going to these campsites, leaving me with nothing every month. And in the last 6 months, in a negative balance. But before the pandemic happened is when we had this system in place. So had I kept this up, had we not worked out a solution, I'd be in a very bad place right now. Maybe having to borrow money from a friend or get a loan out. I don't know what I'd be doing, but I'm so grateful to have such an understanding and loving partner to help me work through this addiction, because I wouldn't have been able to progress from how I can see it without her. We actually had worked out a really great system. It's still working right now. Haven't spent any money on anything related to that, and I'm proud of myself, and it saved the relationship, because had I kept doing it, of course, there would be no more relationship. So how I came about to opening up about it to her was because I so desperately wanted to overcome it. I realized how much of it has consumed me, and not only while I was active on it, spending money in the moment, but even when I go to the gym and do other activities, I find myself constantly thinking about the next opportunity I would get to spend money. And I was so embarrassed and humiliated to open up to her about this that when I opened up, I had to have her stand behind me because I couldn't bear to look her in the face and tell her where all my money has been going. And it was the best decision I have made, because as I said, it has saved our relationship, it has saved my future, I now have a savings, and it had prevented me from having...
You can see he overcame his addiction, and if you're in a similar situation, you can also overcome that too, right? So use Larry's story as motivation to help you, if you're battling with pornography. All right, guys, you can overcome it. There is hope. And Larry Wheels, I respect his courage for coming out to millions of people on his channel, on his page, because he has like 1.4 million subscribers, and for him to come and say that, it takes courage. And I hope you're encouraged by it, and remember, there is hope. And guys, if you like this video, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's go.